Hello everyone, my name is Suema and I am a master student from Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, and currently I am doing an internship in National University of Civil Engineering. And so now I would like to talk about digitalization in construction, and one of the topic I am talking about is 3D printing technology in construction. So this is the content here. As you can see, we have like what are the type of 3D printing in construction and also 3D printing process. Also important milestone, and there's two case study 3D printing in construction, and also challenges, advantage, and future of 3D printing in construction. So now let's talk about what is the 3D printing technology in the construction. So there are two types. The first one is we call it 3D concrete printing, and in short it is 3D CP. So in here they use the rails and install the rig around the building ground to a structure to direct the robotic end, and the robotic end move back and forth to extrude the concrete layer by layer. So in this case, they use the concrete as a base material. However, the concrete used here is not the normal concrete we use in the construction site, because if we use the normal concrete, it takes a very long time to settle it. The settling time is very long. So like in 3D printing, you print the material in layer by layer. So that means after one layer is done, when you do the next layer, if you use the normal concrete, the below the layer cannot withstand the strength of the upper layer, so the structure may fall. That's why in 3D printing technology, they use the concrete with a quick setting property. So the concrete ratio or the mixing ratio is depend on the company. There's no standard for now, because sometimes the company use the glasses mixing with the concrete for that, and sometimes they use other things. So yeah, it's very different. There's no standard yet. The second one is metal 3D printing. Yeah, this one is used for to print the material. So this is developed by the Dutch company MH3D. This company want to construct bridge, metal bridge. So that's why they make a new construction method called WAAM here, with the to print the 3D metal structure. Here they use the robot. The robot is equipped with a water and nozzle to wet and also layer by layer, and also they print the metal. So the material used here is not all. You can use not only the stainless steel, but also you can use bronze or also aluminum. So I will talk about the case study of these two types of 3D printing technology later. So now let's talk about the process of 3D printing technology. So the first one is to do the 3D printing, you have to have a computer-aided design or maybe BIM program. So after that, this CAD or BIM program, they tell the 3D printer what is then needed to be printed. So that means you have to import the design to the 3D printer, and then the printer print the material layer by layer according to your design or the plan. Yeah, it's very simple, the process, if you look at this. So this is the comparison between the conventional and the 3D printing construction. So here in the conventional, here you see the material. After that, you mix the material in the concrete mixing, and then you build block by block, and you have to use the lever, and also you have to use the equipment and material. Here you can see it's very time consuming, and later you got the house. But you also have like a lot of wasted material in this process. However, in the 3D printing construction, you put the material to the 3D printer, and the 3D printer substitute all these for all these for process. So you put the material into the 3D printer, and then you got a house. Yeah, in this process, this reduces a lot of waste, and you could make like a zero waste material in 3D printing. So this is very friendly to the environment, and also you can save the wasted material cost So now let's talk about the important milestone of 3D printing in construction. So the first one in 2006, this is the very first time 3D printing technology is introduced into the construction. Dr. Bernard Kosnevich of the University of South California in USA, he attended to make a wall in 3D printing. So this is like the very first entry to the construction. And then later in 2014, one interesting thing is the Chinese company Wenxin, they constructed the 10 houses in 3D printing. And the construction time is less than 24 hours. Think about it, it's very short, right? It's in one day they make not one house, but 10 houses. So you could see 3D printing is very time saving. So there, this is the picture of the house they constructed. Yeah, so you can see. You can see the layer here. So now let's talk about the case study project for the 3D printing, 3D concrete printing, 3D CP in short. So yeah, I will click the video here. Okay, this is the latest 3D printing in Dubai, and here you can see. Yeah, this is the building here, the largest 3D printed building in Dubai. Yeah, it's 9.5 meter tall and it's a 2-story building. You can see here. And the square meter is 840 square meter. Yeah, they are building the building on site with the 3D printed machine with a robotic hand here. Yeah, you can see they are building the materials layer by layer here. See, this is one layer and this is another layer here. See? With the robotic arm. They are building them floor by floor and working 24/7 with no holiday. Yeah, it is by one every core machine. This is the thing here. Yeah, this is the river. Oh yeah, the river here, you cannot read them with the 3D machine, so you have to do it manually. Yeah, this is constructed. This is constructed in 2016. Large 3D printed material building in Dubai, and it only took like 17 days to construct. Very short, right? And the cost is around 140,000 US dollar. Now, let's talk about it. This building is not entirely 100% 3D printed on site. Only the walls and the column found they are 3D printed. Other things like the foundation, they use the conventional method. Also, column for the column, as you saw before, the reinforcement bar they are placed manually. It's not possible to do it in 3D printing for now. And also the concreting is also done manually. For the slab, it's precast. It's prefabricated in the factory first and then transported to the site later. For the roof ceiling, windows insulation, plumbing, electrical installation, they are all done by the conventional method, not the 3D printing. Yes. So next thing, this is for the 3D metal printing. This is the case study here. Okay, this is the MS3D bridge printed with the 3D printer, and instead of the concrete here, they are printing the steel materials. Yes. They printing here. See, the printer is on the bridge. Yeah, here they print the bridge by themselves. And yeah, it's very difficult. So they have to develop very separate design and concept, and also different material. It's like the very first time they are building the bridge with the 3D printer. They have to overcome many challenges. And then finally, this is the final design here. It stays soft, strong, and also organic. Yeah. Okay, this is the MX 3D bridge in Amsterdam, Netherlands. So, like the conceptual design, it was done in 2015. On with the testing and also changing to the optimized design and testing the material, developing the software, and also developing the robot. Finally, the project is done in 2018. They use 4.5 ton of stainless steel, and the bridge is 12.5 meter long. One interesting thing is they constructed the digital twin of this bridge in the virtual world, and in the real world bridge they put the sensor to track the performance of the bridge. So the thing is like one like there is one like for example like one people move across this bridge, the sensor track the performance of the bridge and update it in real time to the virtual world digital twin. So like you could see like very spontaneously the performance on the bridge, and you can see very clearly what is wrong with this bridge and what we need to face. Yeah, it's very useful and like very innovative idea. Yeah, this is the bridge. Yeah, this is already constructed. In 2019, they have already done the 2010 load testing, and now they are moving to the next stage to collect the uses and material data in collaboration with the Autodesk. Yeah, the challenges we have to face is the first one is cost of the research and development. So you could see the 3D printing technology, you needed a 3D printer. So this is the initial investment is like very huge, very expensive. So most of the building fans they operate in very thin profit margin. So yeah, they are very hesitant to use the 3D printing in the construction. This is the harder they have the 3D printing technology have to pass. Yeah, the other thing is like a past version of our tradition. So usually most people they are attached to the building make with a brick. So when you see when you like, for example when you hear the word house or home, you see you usually think of it like a place built with a like brick or concrete or with a weaver or the steamer. So in 3D printing, that all of this is done by layer. So when you think of the 3D printing house, you feel like, oh, this is not a real house. This is a toy house. You don't feel safe living here. Yeah, this is one thing like people have to change. So the other thing is the difficulty to integrate with the other component. So 3D printing for now is like the one I showed before, the latest 3D printing in Dubai. Although it's constructed with the 3D printing construction technology, it's not entirely 100% done by the 3D printing. You have to use the manual work. And the difficult thing is like in 3D printing technology, it's difficult to cooperate with the like other printing materials and elements. Like for example, like you are building for the like high-rise building, it's very difficult or maybe impossible to do that in the 3D printing for now. So the advantage is, of course, this you don't have to say anything about it. This is zero-waste construction. So 3D printing, they only use the material they need. So in this way, they are reducing the construction waste. Also, this means like you are saving a huge amount of money. The other thing is time and cost reduction. Of course, with the 3D printing, it is a robot, and also with the AI in construction, they work like 24/7. There is no holiday for them. So according to the estimate by the Dubai government, 3D printing, they can reduce the labor by 70%. By this way, they reduce the cost by 90%, and also they reduce the time by 80%. Yeah, very time saving 3D printing is. Also, they support the unusual design because 3D printing is done by layering the material. They can do the like complex and unusual design that is impossible to construct in conventional construction. This is very huge advantages. So now, what is the future of 3D printing in construction? Let's talk about the first one is like by 2013, Dubai government they set a target to construct 25% of its building using the 3D concrete printing. So the driving force behind is because Dubai is the construction in Dubai is like hugely dependent on the immigrant worker. 90% of the construction worker are the immigrants. So Dubai government want to reduce the labor uses. So that's why they are doing the 3D printing construction in the construction industry. Yeah. Also in this way they can reduce the construction weight and also yeah is can protect the environment. The next thing in 3D printing houses are like very suitable, very affordable. Yeah. So here in Mexico, Tabasco, 50 affordable houses they are planned to construct using the 3D printing. And also for the 3D metal printing, they can be used in the construction that are needed for the highly optimized structural form, and they can also combine with the traditional structuralization, and they can make a hybrid structure. Yeah, this is the future for the 3D printing in construction. And yes, this is all of my presentation, and this is the reference. And this is all. Thank you.